We're flying to Tehran, and we go through customs. We thought we were gonna get our bags ripped apart and everything else, but all we had was just great people just welcoming us in. People hand us flowers and candy. I mean, it was just a really nice welcome coming into a country that you're not too sure about.
I'm excited about being here.
Not in Kansas anymore.
Happy to be home, Reza?
Oh, yeah. You walk in the country door, you get flowers, you get candy. I can relax a little now. Just a little.
Tell someone you're going skiing in Iran, and they'll give you a look that says you're incredibly stupid or simply lying. Most people imagine Iran to be covered over every inch with sand. In truth, Iran is guarded on its northern frontier by a soaring mountain range, the Elburz. With Mount Damavand rising to over 18,000 feet, Iran's distant horizons shimmer not with desert mirages, but with the white profiles of soaring volcanoes and jagged mountain ridges.
The mountain range here, I saw it on CNN News quite some time ago when some political stuff popped up, and I called, I said, did you see those mountains in Iran? We got to go there.
Perhaps our most unexpected discovery is the setting of the nation's capital, the city of Tehran. Nothing could be less like the city in the desert our ignorance of geography has led us to expect.
Well, when we first arrived in Tehran, it was dumping. There were times during the night where I'd go out on my porch and it'd be dumping an inch an hour, and I was just thinking we're going to have the most mind-blowing powder experience here. I went from 2 months ago thinking that Iran was a flat desert with oil derricks everywhere to being downtown Tehran, and I couldn't see across the street because it was dumping so hard.
We arrive on the heels of the storm of the century. Nearly 3 feet of snow blankets this sprawling metropolis of 15 million. Like seemingly everywhere on the planet, Tehran natives claim to remember the great snow accumulations that were common in the past. Like every younger generation, we never truly believed the tales of our elders. No one would dare to doubt them anymore. So much snow in the city and on the surrounding peaks gives us hope that new powder will be found once we make our way deeper into the Elburz. And when we get to those mountains, the crew we have with us will be nothing but the best. Reza Moazi is an Iranian living in the United States, like more than 1 million of his countrymen. He and his brother-in-law, the ever-jovial Afshin Afgantoloui, accompanied us on this adventure, helping us cross the many cultural and linguistic gaps we'd encountered. Without them, we would have been foreigners indeed. This expedition was the brainchild of Reza and Dean Cummings, owner and operator of H2O Guides, the premier heli-skiing operation in Valdez, Alaska. Dean is a former world champion, and no one skis with greater daring or in greater control in situations that appear uncontrollable. Spencer Wheatley is the reigning world extreme champion. His abilities as a mountain guide make him the ideal choice for this expedition, one that will test our abilities both climbing and descending. We'll rely on Spencer to get us to the top alive and to lead us to the bottom with championship flair. Chris Anthony may have the distinction of being in more consecutive Warren Miller films than perhaps any other athlete. He is one of those unique skiers who crushes conditions into submission and makes fear into enthusiasm. And as a means of meeting and mingling with our Iranian hosts, his red hair and fair skin make him skiing's version of the Pied Piper. There is little common history between Iran and the US other than the hostage crisis of the 70s. We know so little of this nation and its people. Our goal was that this journey within the borders of a former enemy might provide a cultural and athletic exchange, a friendly gesture between antagonists. What we don't know of one another we'll hope to discover on the common ground our skis provide.